So we continue here with a couple more examples of evaluating expressions. And again, the idea is just replace. So here we have the expression x squared minus 12x equals negative 3. X squared minus 12x equals negative 3. And so we go in and we start to simplify. So we replace the x with a negative 3. Place the x with a negative 3. Both times that it occurs, both places that it occurs, it becomes negative 3. And I've written that inside parentheses here. Okay. And then we just simplify our arithmetic. Here we have negative 3 squared. Remember, square means multiply times itself. So that's going to be negative 3 times negative 3. And I want to pause for a moment and just point out something about calculators. If you want to type in negative 3 squared on a calculator, you have to actually put that negative 3 in parentheses. If you write this out on a calculator, negative 3 squared, your calculator is going to give you an answer of negative 9 for that. And that's because the calculator is going to do the squaring first and then attach the negative sign. But if we want to make sure to square the negative, we have to have it in grouping symbols if we're putting it on a calculator. And this is also a good idea as if we're writing it out. So negative 3 squared will be a positive 9. And then here we're going to use that trick we've used a couple of times now of thinking of minus a minus as being a product here. Negative 12 times negative 3 to give us positive 36. And then we simplify 9 plus 36. And we get our answer here of 45. Okay. Let's consider here a second example. This one's a lot more complicated. We have 4x minus 5 over 2z plus 8. A long time ago in math, I decided my z's look way too much like 2's. So I always give them a little tag, little bar there to really make it stand out that it's a z. So 4x minus 5 over 2z plus 8, and we're going to replace x with negative 2 and z with negative 3. So the first step is we're just going to go in and do that replacement. Again, anytime I put down a variable, I want to write it down, value into it, I want to write it down inside grouping symbols. So 4 parentheses negative 2 to remind myself that it's 4 times negative 2 minus 5 in the top, and 2 parentheses negative 3, 2 times negative 3 plus 8 in the bottom. Okay? And then we just go through and we simplify our arithmetic now following our order of operations. Really important, we can't cross out the 4 and the 2. Remember, we have to simplify the top and simplify the bottom first. So we continue through and do that. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8 minus 5. That'll be my top. In the bottom, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 plus 8. And then we just have to simplify those expressions. Negative 8 minus 5, we can rewrite that as addition, right? That's plus a negative 5. So negative 8 minus negative 5 will be negative 13. And in the bottom, negative 6 plus 8 is a positive 2. And then if we could, we'd simplify that answer, but negative 13 over 2 is about as simplified as we can get. Okay, so this should give you a good start on working with evaluating expressions. Remember, the idea is we're going to replace and then just simplify. So then we're back to our order of operations that we've already been working with and learned.